right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Tuesday, May 14th. It is set today by Fed. Let's see what Fed has for us. Boring, type of car. Those who have one are certain to stay in the house. Well, I'm reading it as boring and type of car could be a charade, word for boring, word for type of car. And then those who have one are certain to stay in the house could be a punning definition. I'm thinking of something like an ankle monitor when you're under house arrest, but I don't know if there's some slang term for those that's 4-4. Or what else would keep you in the house? What's a word for boring? And well, of course, it doesn't have to be 4 and 4. They could overlap, but boring could be flat. I think we've seen that before. And then a type of car. Is it going to be a brand or is it going to be a style, like a sports car, a saloon? No, at least it's not a Chelsea tractor again. I'm tired of saying that one. All right, let's try the downs. Craft, lie, making Tory cool. 8 letters. I'm trying to see if we can get, well, craft, lie, of course. How would that make making Tory cool? What would be an anagram? I was going to say facelift, but it's not that. Craft, lie. I think I need some letters before I try anagramming that. Nice parents, bit of bedtime reading. Oh, I realize, of course, nice, it could be niece, and then it might be telling us to use a French word for a parent. And hidden within bedtime reading, we have mare. Okay. Refusal of nurse to wear ring. I think the definition will be refusal. Excuse me. And then a word for nurse will wear ring. So is there going to be an O on top of it at the start or at the end? Nurse, what's the definition or the short abbreviation, I mean, for a nurse? Of course, it could be nurse as a verb. No, I'm upset with racist getting weapon. Okay, I think that's going to be an anagram of I'm with racist. I think we have scimitar in there. Don't know why that jumped out to me, but a scimitar is a weapon. All right, let's do these next 2 downs. Type of radio, produced by psychic with sway. Ooh. Type of radio. So that must be the definition. A type of radio, shortwave, medium. Oh, medium wave, of course. Medium is a psychic. And then I suppose if you said, for example, the wheat was swaying, then it might be waving, moving in a wavy fashion. I can see that. All right, calling about register, ignoring main point. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, something about something else sounds like wordplay. You put one word around another. Ignoring main, and then is that further wordplay? And the definition is point, or could it be ignoring main point? Main, of course, can be the sea, the ocean. No. All right, let's go back to the crosses. Emperor penguins are rarely especially active, taking just seconds at sea. Well, just seconds makes me think we're going to take the second letters. And then at sea, of course, often indicates an anagram. Well, if emperor is part of the wordplay, then it would be MERASC. And then something at, but I think the definition is emperor, and we have ERASCA again. And so if that then is anagram, those second letters, I see we have Caesar, who would be an emperor. That's very tricky. We often, obviously, we see a lot of anagrams, and we sometimes see taking the first letter, the last letter of words, but taking the second letters and then anagramming it, that's a whole other level. All right, adult whistled in audition. Oh, so in audition makes me think of a homophone, something that sounds like something else. So a word for whistled. Oh, I'm thinking of what's the film with Bogey and Bacall, where she says, "You know how to whistle, don't you? Just put your lips together and blow." So whistled could be blue, BLEW, but it sounds like blue. So blue material would be adult material. All right. Rock band's smooth cover of Madonna single Sanctuary. Well, looking at that M something I in the second word, I'm immediately thinking of a rock band. Yes, I'm starting to see how it's going to fit the wordplay too. Iron would be to smooth. Cover of Madonna is the M. And now single Sanctuary somehow is going to be Aiden. Yeah, I don't get that. Smooth. I'm fairly sure it's right. By the way, did Madonna have a song called Sanctuary? I don't remember it. The only thing I'm thinking is single could be I for one, which is within Aden. Was the port city of Aden a sanctuary at some point? But there's nothing to say that that goes inside. So maybe A is the single, and then sanctuary is, oh, a den, of course. This could be a sanctuary. Oh, sorry. The cover of Madonna are the first and last letters. Yes, the MA. Single is I, and den is sanctuary. All right, I made a meal out of that. My apologies. All right, we're getting some more letters for calling about register. Calling can be vocation or ignore. No, still don't see it. All right. Place of worship is replacing a power tool. Could it be, excuse me, that you start with a place of worship and that has an A in it, and then we replace that A with an IS to get a power tool? Ooh, or maybe we replace it with a P, P for power, and just get a tool. So I think it would have IS inside it. What tool, whether powered or not, has an IS? Let me pause and think about that. No, not seeing it. How about best ways to leave market? Well, just because of the T and the M, I'm thinking something like optimums, or well, it should be optima, surely, if you're being pedantic, and why wouldn't we? Ways to leave market. No, but let me put it in and just see if. Now, ways can be streets, STS, and maybe that leaves a word for market to leave us with. Optimums. 6 down then would end in E something M. That doesn't seem right. No, can't think of. EUM, EAM, ERM. Calling. No, not too confident of optimums after that. I'll leave it for now, but well, let's try this 8 down. Employed and also working under king. Yes. So I think that second O is right, the one in optimums. So if you employed somebody, you took them on, and also is 2 with working or on. If your television is working, it's on, which goes under K for king. How about now our boring type of car? Those who have one are certain to stay in the house. Oh, the house could be the House of Commons, and if you have a safe, yes, safe is boring. I don't know if that's always the case, but I can see it. And then a safe seat, well, Seat is a type of car. My brother has one, swears by it. He's had a few and likes them. Now our craft lie. Oh, let's see if this is an anagram of craft lie. Let's see if something jumps out. Making Tory cool doesn't sound like a definition. Something fire. Earl something. Yeah, what's the first word? I would think it's going to have to be AIL. Rail. Rail fect, FECT. No. Fail something. not seeing it. So, yeah, that may not be right. Oh, tall tale, maybe? No, not sure of that. Nothing on this one yet. All right. Case of proper ladies' men regularly getting compliment. Ooh. Proper could be you, as in you and non-you, maybe. Ladies could be a Lou or a WC. Men regularly. Oh, case of proper O, of course, could be the P and the R. And then ladies, men regularly. Ah, yes, so the outside of proper, the case is P and R. And now ladies, men regularly, taking every second letter, is AISE. And praise is a compliment. Ooh. So that ends in P. Graph lie. No, don't see it. All right. Means to honor dead from the war somehow. Yeah, I'm not sure where. Maybe the definition is means, which has a few different meanings. Nope. Express understands seedy night spots, sudden decline. Again, I'm not sure where the definition is, either express or sudden decline. Understands. What's a short word for a seedy night spot? A dive, I suppose. Oh, a nose dive. Could be a sudden decline. But how is express understands? I don't think I've seen this one before, but express is another homophone indicator. But so if somebody understands something, they know it, knows, which sounds like NOSE. Fairly confident in that. Lives happily in the middle of Pudsey. I think it's going to be maybe lives, and we put a word for happily. The middle of Pudsey is going to be D and S. Oh, it could be lives, of course. Maybe more than lives. So then what's a word for happily? Well, I suppose. Dwells. Yeah, there we go. Discourage explosive reaction initially following clincher. What I think discourage might be the definition. Explosive. Reaction initially, I think, is going to be an R, which is going to come after a clincher. What is clincher? Decider? Or could it be something that clinches? A fist, an arm? No. Young animals, mother back inside pound. Well, something being inside another thing sounds like wordplay, so I think it's going to be one of those words for a young animal. And we're going to have a mother backwards, which could be AM, ma backwards. But inside pound, we only have two letters for pound. I mean, it's usually L. How would it be two letters? No, not seeing it. All right, street, artists with it, and sound. Okay, I'm wondering if street is going to be ST. Artist is often RA. And then something for with it. I mean, is it simply it and straight? Oh, yes. I was thinking sound as in something you hear, but I think it's also some shallow water that you would find in a strait. I think that's right. All right, let's finish the acrosses. Small issue causing insubordination. Is it a double definition or a charade from small issue causing? Or is causing just joining up the two parts? Small could be S. Issue, as we know, could be child of some kind. No, I'm not seeing it. Let's continue with the downs. Felines, naughty, as eats mice. Okay, so I think this is going to be an anagram of as eats mice. Naughty is telling us to anagram the letters, and a feline, well, it has to end in a cat. I think we're going to have Siamese in the other letters. Two S's, yes. And two E's, yep. I'm happy with that. Marks and Spencer's opening times, assuming it's glossy magazines, accurate for starters, ace. Wow, that's a very full four-liner there. I wonder if Marks could be the definition, just because Spencer's opening sounds like the S. Times, assuming, times could be T and then maybe S. I don't know. Marks. Yeah, something like, striations or something, or stipples, or no, let's come back to that later. Fraction, low on tip of nose, like Dumbledore's glasses. Now, I'm ashamed to say I haven't read any of the Harry Potter books or seen any of the films, but I'm wondering if his glasses are half moon, because half is a fraction, and then to low, yes, is to moo if you're a cow, and the tip of a nose is N. So happy with that. Now, yeah, so maybe this then is AM. Oh, a pound. I was thinking a pound of money, but of course a weight of pound is LB. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I just had a little blind spot there. We all get them, I suppose. All right, game, and ultimately Margaret. Thatcher, maybe. Losing lead. Ooh. I'm wondering if it could be a game. Ultimately, Margaret would be a T. And then I wonder if Thatcher maybe could be an example of a craft or something like that, which loses its first letter. But what is it? Thatcher, an example of artisan or oh no, I'm not seeing it. Then can I think of a game beginning with TE? No, but of course it could be. I'm thinking of a game that you play, like tag or something, but it could be game as in pheasants. No, retiring at 18 occasionally fears breaking mob rule. Well, we have done 18, which was half moon. Occasionally, do we take regular letters from half moon? I don't think it's going to be HLM, so AFON, AFON. Where's the definition? Oh, mob rule. I'm thinking of omerta, one of the rules of organized crime. Let's see. What's the wordplay then? We do have OM from moon. Retiring maybe means part of it goes backwards. Fear is breaking. No, so I'm not hugely confident of that, but I'll leave it in for now. Mock German article, English papers misordered. Well, a German article could be der, and I can think of a word for mock would be deride. Ah, yes, and your papers are your ID, and English is E, but they're misordered, so you put the ID first. All right. Departed, and the others returned. Well, I wanted to be left, but how is that? The others returned. Sounds like something backwards. Is there another word for departed? Fled. The others returned. If we put in left, that F doesn't seem very likely there. No, I don't think so. Let's get rid of that. So departed. And the others, well, the rest. Maybe lamb is wrong, but it just seems so normal. How about means to honor dead from the war somehow? It sounds like it's going to be REACH, breach, something like that. Means to honor dead from the war. No, I'm not seeing it. It should be easy though. How about discourage explosive reaction initially following clincher? Ooh, I'm thinking a clincher could be a decider. And is that the basis of this word for discourage? Explosive reaction initially. No, following clincher. No, not seeing it. All this one, place of worship, is replacing a power tool. No, not seeing it. Refusal. Oh, could it be denial? Let me put it in and see. Nurse wears a ring. Oh, could a ring be a dial? Oh, yes, as in to ring somebody could be to dial them. I was thinking if the dial of a clock is sort of a ring, it goes around. But now the nurse then has to be EN. Is there something nurse? All right, we're past the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to check this. It is correct. All right, how about our craft lie? Yeah, that P means it's not an anagram of craft lie. Making Tory cool. Not seeing it. Oh, but now we do have a nice L at the end of that. Oh, so a chapel. Ah, yes, so a chapel, you replace the A power, AP, with IS, and you get a tool, so it's not a power tool, it's just a regular tool. A power was part of the wordplay. All right. Ooh, something. Chip, chop, chap, ship, shop. Has to be one of those, right? Craft. Lie, making Tory cool. Now let me pause and think about it. No, I didn't get that, but I did look down at means to honor dead. And I thought, oh, you lay a wreath. We had the cenotaph in a recent crossword, so, and then it's an anagram of the war somehow is telling us to anagram that. Okay, that's one down. But this one, I did think of something whip. That is a political position, right? The whip for each party. Oh, tail whip. Maybe. I'm not exactly sure what tail whip means, but let's check it. No. Oh, maybe it is a tall something. Yeah, I think it has to be tall chip. I'm gonna check it. No, that's right. Oh, a tall ship. Oh, it's a craft. Ah, so craft is telling us some kind of watercraft. And then lie, making Tory. Oh, so cool is hip. Lie, making Tory. How is that TALLS? No, I don't see it. Other than lie could be a tall tale. Oh, yeah, whoa, that is very complicated. If you put TALLS in front of Tory, you get tall story. So I suppose I would quibble that lie making Tory. In fact, the Tory, I think it should be craft Tory making lie cool. But yeah, I think that's the wrong way around. Tall S doesn't make Tory. Tory makes lie with that. Oh, anyway, I know I'm shouting into the wind on this. All right. Oh, I never. Yeah, let me check my optimums. It might be some other form of the word. Okay, so it's not that at all. Best ways to leave. Oh, maybe outsmart. I can see. Oh, something happened. My keyboard, it's not responding. Hold on, there we go. I don't know what I did, but I outsmarted myself, I think. So to best somebody, well, is to outdo them in some way, but it might be to outsmart them. And ways to leave can be outs. You leave yourself some outs, and market is mart. All right. Calling about register, ignoring main point. Oh, your calling could be your career. That would, oops, so that would fit if I spelt it right. About register, oh, about could be re. Main point, let's check it. It is correct, but I don't understand the wordplay. Calling, oh, about I think is circa. Yes. Ah, yes. So this is another very tricky wordplay. So about is circa, CA, and you take the word register and you take away the gist, GIST, the main point of your argument, and you're left with REER. Yikes. Wow, Fed is really testing us today. All right, I think I'm going to resort to wordplays.com and try and find some words that fit this letter pattern. No, I'm not finding any words that match, so I'm going to go ahead and reveal this one. Determiner. I suppose then the definition is clincher, something that determines something. I'm not sure I've ever heard the word determiner before. That will be the determiner. I don't think people say that, but maybe I'm completely wrong. All right, so discourage is simply deter. And then explosive. Oh, I think an explosive is a mine, and then reaction initially comes after, and you get your determiner. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so that leaves, let's see, Marx and Spencer's opening times, assuming it's. I never thought much about the glossy magazines. Oh, of course, glossy. For starters, we have to take the starters of glossy magazines, accurate. And then we have A for ace at the end. And stigmata are marks. All right. Oh, of course, a game could be tennis. Thatcher. Oh, yes. So her husband was Dennis with two N's, but loses his lead, the D. So that's funny. I mean, there in the clue it mentions Margaret, but we have to think of Dennis. All right, so just two left, I think. Small issue causing insubordination. So I think it's going to be something, some word for insubordination. Let me pause. Of course, it is sedition. S for small and addition for an issue. Departed, of course, is late, and it is the others is et al. Returning. I should have got that sooner because I think that came up in cracking the cryptic the other day. All right, let's check all. Looks like everything else stayed in place. Let's check 15 squared. All right. The blog today is by Andrew. Fed's puzzle is always good fun, mostly straightforward. Oh, Andrew thinks he found one small error. Let's see what that is. I think I understood all of the crosses. Oh, maybe it's the same order one that I thought with the Tory. Um, let's see. No, he's all right. Tall story is a lie. Oh, okay. So I think, yeah, I think um, yes. Yeah, I think I understand the way he's saying it, so I think it is correct. ENS, I did wonder what that is. It stands for enrolled nurse. Oh, Dennis, unfortunately, Mrs. Thatcher's husband spelt his name with a single N. All right, which is the correct way to spell it. So that was the error. And omerta is alternate letters of fears in reverse of at moon. Okay. All right, that is very complicated. At moon, yeah. I don't even follow that. All right. What happens to the half in 18? Yeah, that's a good question. All right. Let's see. Oh, Shan has a story about Dennis Thatcher. He was asked what he'd like as refreshments. Gin was the answer. Okay. All right. Well, tricky one. Some very tough wordplay, I thought. But anyway, I did enjoy it. Thanks as always for watching and have a great day.